Tool may be the greatest band of all time. Welcome to the channel, everybody. I'm OGL Schmitt. This is Custom Creator. This reaction is for my boy, Danny Lee OGT. Everyone in the comments, say hey to Danny. Put in a good word for him. So, it may have sounded like hyperbole when I said Tool may be the greatest band of all time, but think about this. Think about this, all right? Whatever metric you can think of that would indicate greatness in a band, Tool has excelled at. They've created a very consistent body of work that is, universally regarded as being challenging and impressive and well crafted. Their musicians are all incredibly talented. Danny Carey is got to be one of the greatest drummers ever. I find it hard to argue that he's not the greatest ever, but subjective. I get it. They have been very successful despite not having anything remotely resembling a accessible sound, and it's like they've almost tried to avoid becoming successful. They have not gotten any help from the record industry machine. So, and even in online, their Tool reactions are second maybe only to Nightwish and maybe The Warning, but I don't know if any of those bands are getting their entire discography reacted to. I mean, granted, if you're trying to react to Iron Maiden's entire discography, that would be like a 15-year project. But still, I mean, where hasn't Tool excelled? Um, and they've still got it. I saw Tool with Danny this January. They were absolutely amazing live, and they're still touring. They're still touring while Maynard is taking his other two bands, Pussifer and A Perfect Circle, on tour with Primus. And this is while all those motherfuckers are old enough to get the senior discount at any fast food restaurant. That's that's as next level as it gets, guys. I mean, if you want to say the Beatles or whatever, but this, if you want to, this frame by frame, bite by bite, it's really hard to deny Tool their position. Anyway, so we haven't had any Tool on the channel for a while. I think Reflections was the last song that we did. Danny had mentioned wanting to react to the pot. I think Danny's getting some rest, so I'm going to do this as a surprise for him, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. So let's check this out. It's been a while since I've heard this. I think it was Elizabeth Jarros' reaction on a charismatic voice to this that sort of like made the gears in my brain turn properly for Tool. I'd never been able to get into their sound before, but she kind of helped open the door to where I could squeeze in. All right, almost 3 minutes gone, and we haven't heard any Tool yet. This cannot be.
Who are you to wave your finger? You must have been out your head. I hold deep in muddy waters. You practically raised the dead. Rob the grave to snow the cradle, then burn the evidence down. Soapbox house of cards and glass, so don't go tossing your stones around. You must have been high. You must have been high. You must have been.
I can't even pause right. Tool is a very difficult band to pause for because you never know where they're going to go, and they got all these weird time signatures. They're also really good at making you look stupid when you try to headbang. I loved the unaccompanied vocal intro from Maynard there. His voice was really high there, and it almost sounded like he had a. No, it sounded like there was an accent there. Just the way he used his resonance and his nasality. Who are you to wave your finger? You must have been out of your head. I hold deep in muddy waters. You practically raised the dead. Rob the grave to snow the cradle, then burn the evidence down. Soapbox house of cards and glass. So don't go tossing your stones around. You must have been high. You must have been high. You must have been. Certainly seems like the song is about hypocrisy. Uh, People have glass houses not throwing stones. House of cards. Um, Eyeball deep in muddy water. Maynard is really, really good with his wordplay. Uh, I like how his vocal line, when the bass came in, those two immediately synced up like perfectly. and it had almost this funky beat. And then Danny was doing like textural stuff on the drums. Like, Danny can bring the blast like no one else, but he's probably better than any other drummer I've seen at like coaxing soft textures out of his kit. And Adam Jones, one of the things I like about Adam is that where a lot of guitarists will enter, it's like with the thunder right off the bat, just dun, dun. Adam will enter like as clouds or as rain. Here is sort of like that sort of squawky feedback sound that he does so well, and then he starts with the palm muted chugga chugga. So we're like a minute and a half in, and already it's a uh, fascinating musical journey, and that's what Tool does. Tool doesn't write songs. Tool takes you on a journey musically. So let's keep going. See where this journey takes us. Hey. I love how Justin has such a fat and dirty bass sound that it's Maynard can sing with just that, and the song will still sound heavy as fuck. And Maynard is absolutely killing this vocal. I like how he's singing a lot of melodies. Like, it's nothing like a repeated phrase or something that's catchy or singable um, in that way. But they're really solid melodies that sort of they're earworms. They get into your head. I love his volume fluctuations. I love how he picks up his intensity and adds grit. There's an awesome diphthong on Bout. What you talking about? I don't know if he's talking to Willis or not. So I'm going to back up a little bit. Let's hear some of these transitions. Baseline is awesome. Sorry, I just don't want to forget about that. This Maynard has softened his vocal style somewhat since the early Tool albums, where he was super raw and super amped up, but he can still unleash when he wanted to. That was an awesome scream that just came out of nowhere. I like how this is one of the more like singable Tool songs. It's got almost a fun vocal melody that you can sing with. Just make sure you warm up before you do, or something will get hurt. Got a minute left. Haven't even mentioned Danny Carey. Said before, there's legitimate argument for him being the greatest drummer of all time. I love how it's the bass line that's the bass. If the song is a train, the bass line is the tracks. It's keeping everything focused. It's directing everything. Uh, Danny is definitely the engine with those drums. Wow, his fills just they're so fast and so crisp, and when he settles into a groove, it's just got so much power. And this is honestly one of the catchier Tool songs. I don't have any music theory knowledge, so I can't count out time signatures to save my life. But this one I was actually able to sink into a good groove headbanging and not, get caught, 4 steps behind. Really cool. I want to. Okay, so foot in mouth and head up asshole. What you talking about? That's a great diphthong. Difficult to dance around this one till you pull it out, boy. It, of course, being your head out of your ass. You must have been so high. You must have been so high. Steal, borrow, refer, save your shady inference. Kangaroo done hung the juror with the innocent. Now you're weeping shades of cozened indigo. Okay, so this is a lyric that I've heard some people laugh at or say they don't understand. When he's talking about a kangaroo, it's a kangaroo court. It's an illegitimate court. It's illegitimate legality, legal theater with no substance. And even the shades of cozened indigo. I don't know what cozened means. Maynard is. Danny calls me a wordsmith, and I laugh. Maynard is a wordsmith. I'm just. I'm, I'm the smartest dumb guy you'll ever encounter. The smartest dumbass. But indigo is it's a color that has relevance in a lot of some religious imagery and some spiritual beliefs. It represents tragedy in some, and I think it's also something that authority figures uh, are made to wear. I'm pretty sure both of those meanings are well known to Maynard. There's a must you must have been high and stuff like that. I think Maynard mentioned that sort of marijuana laws were like apparently marijuana is worse than fentanyl were an inspiration for this, but it basically just seems to be about the hypocrisy. I cannot talk today. It's like Tool is having the reverse effect that it normally does. Normally it makes me smarter. Now it makes me, for some reason today, it's making me dumber. Um, it is basically about our institutions, religious, political, medical, pharmaceutical, however you want to look at it, uh, and their hypocrisy. Basically, they're committing all of these heinous crimes thinking that we don't know, and then they're shaking their finger, dictating morality to us. Who are you to wave your fatty fingers at me? You must have been out of your mind, weeping shades of indigo, trapped without a reason, weeping shades of indigo, liar, lawyer, mirror for you. What's the difference? Kangaroo be stoned. He's guilty as the government. Now you're weeping shades of cozen indigo, got lemon juice up your eye. Now, when you pissed all over my black kettle, you must have been high, 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 high. Eyeballs deep in muddy water. Your balls deep in muddy waters. Ganja, please. You must have been out of your mind. I love how articulate pissed off Maynard is. You hear the man speak, and he's very soft spoken. He's able to vent in songs like this. Okay, I've been babbling for a while. Go back. Take it, guys. That was awesome. Definitely probably vaulted to the top of my Tool songs list. Yeah, that's one for going for a walk, one for hitting the gym. Maynard's performance was awesome. I loved his diphthongs. I loved the little runs he was doing. I liked the peaks in his intensity and the swells. Yeah, Justin's bass again, just super funky, super catchy. Driving that entire thing. Uh, and when you have like a rhythm section as deadly as Justin and Danny, Adam is free to do his crazy, Tagungska blast guitar sounds that sound like they're coming out of another dimension that's bleeding into ours. But when Adam does choose to sync up with them, then all of a sudden you've got this absolutely wicked groove that's just it's absolutely crushing. Tool is known as a very cerebral band, but make no mistake about it, they can kick ass with the best of it. So, hope you guys enjoy this. Uh, Let me know in the comments what Tool songs you would like us to do. We actually do have a fair amount of Tool reactions if you want to check out our back catalog, but those were back in the days before, those were the pre-StreamYard days, so they're pretty rough. But still, I was getting my feet wet as a reactor, and those memories are priceless to me. So this was fun. I would much rather have Danny here with me reacting, especially when it's Tool. But I absolutely love doing this. Hopefully, Danny and I will be, I was going to say sitting side by side, but sitting side by side in different parts of the country and reacting together for our enjoyment and yours. Thank you very much. Mental health is real. Be a part of the start, and music is your best support group. And Maynard is my favorite snarky therapist ever. Love you.